Wettengale and Garner. Nose to tail. Wettengale and Dimmitt side by side. Back at it with the stock cars. Jalen Wettengale back at it again. This time it's Waylon Dimmitt on the top side with the challenge as he rides the rim. And Herrick will loop it around off the exit of 3. He's moving. See if he can get back underway and we can stay green. Thought Steve Herrick was going to be able to get back underway, and now he's just going to plant it there also. And now there he goes. Congratulations. Here we go. I knew you could do it. He's a little engine that could, and now he can't. Caution actually came out for over in turn number 2 when Christopher Sawyer Jalen Wettengale has it at a snail's pace until he sees the orange cone in the middle of that Pitts Realty restart zone. And now he will fire off into 1 and 2. Stays on the bottom side of the track. And another spin this time. This time it's Dawson Finnewald. That was towards the back of the pack. He's pointed the wrong direction. He is going northbound in southbound traffic. And Mason Beck, who was running third, he stopped over in turn 2. So, difference between first and second right now is 9 points. Difference as far as the payouts go. First to second is a difference of 5. First to third is a difference of 9. So there would have to be a major shuffle up front. Mason Beck is back up to third where he was. William Garner, who runs in second, has Jalen Wettengale in front of him. We've only gotten 3 laps in, and a much better start for Mason Beck before he plows up the track. Conga lines down on the bottom side as Wettengale leads William Garner. Three-car battle as Mason Beck cruises around the outside. Jalen Wettengale trying to hug the inside. He thinks that's the fast way around, but Mason Beck is trying to prove him otherwise. And William Gardner, he likes how the middle of the track looks right now. At least he did until he got shuffled back to third. For Mason Beck, fifth in the points, 30 points back. He maintains the lead by 5/100ths of a second that time by. Beck with 2 wins on the year. He picked up a stock car win at Monette, picked up a pure stock win at Midway. And his best finish this year has been 5th at Lucas Oil Speedway. That was after winning 6 times last year here. Three cars up front, putting on one heck of a show, all led by Mason Beck, but the Midwest Sheet Metal caution will come out for Dawson Finnewald. That's the second time he has brought out the Midwest Sheet Metal caution. Hobby Time Motorsport Safety Crew will have to give Dawson Finnewald a friendly little nudge. Going to park him on the infield. So after Jalen Wettengale led the opening few laps, he's dropped back to second now. So Rodney Schweitzer now tries to make it 3 wide, all the way to the inside. He drops back to 4th, and Mason Beck is letting it all hang out. Over in 3 and 4, he is up riding the rim, pushing the cushion, and now he's out to a 7-car length advantage as it's side by side for second. Wettengale to the inside, William Gardner to the outside. Those are the top 2 cars in the point standings here. So nothing's going to change if they continue to run like this, as Jalen Wettengale came in with a 9-point advantage. And Dawson Finnewald again around in 3 and 4. Johnny Coates will also head back to the pit area. So he and Dawson Finnewald's night are done. After Mason Beck got the lead after a 3-car battle, he has been able to cruise since then. He had built up a 1.1 second lead over William Garner. So William Garner, who uses that inside line as Mason Beck, gets to control the restart. He knew he was going to go straight up to the top, and William Garner trying to take advantage of it. But it doesn't work as Mason Beck back around him at the end of the back chute. And with 6 laps to go this time, Mason Beck by a car length over William Garner. Jalen Wettengale, who led in the early going, he's now dropped back to 3rd. So here's where it gets interesting. If William Garner is able to hold off Mason Beck, we're going to have a tie. Blake Bolton in turn 2. Down on the apron. Midwest Sheet Metal caution comes out again. So Jalen Wettengale came in up by 9. He sits in 3rd right now. If William Garner wins, he makes up 9 points on Jalen Wettengale, so point-wise, they're tied. But as far as standings go here, Jalen Wettengale, his best finish has been 2nd, and William Garner has already won once. Tonight would be a 2nd win for him. So with the wins, your midseason championship would go to William Garner if he wins and Jalen Wettengale comes in 3rd. Bill Carter here for the very first time, and his night's done. With 4 laps to go, he has to go back to the pit area. So Blake Bolton from Appleton City, who brought out the caution, goes to the caboose. Yellow lights are turned off. Green flag in the hand of Mike Striegel. Brian White to the inside. He's up to 4th now. He took a peek on Jalen Wettengale. William Garner's running out of time. They will get 2 to go, this time across the stripe. Dive bomb by Garner. Up the track he goes. At the exit of turn 4, William Garner by a nose, but we've got 1 more to go. Actually, it was Beck by a nose, and now Garner is out in front. Does Mason Beck have an answer? Yeah, he does. It's with the bumper. Gives him a shove in turn 4. Up the track goes Garner. Beck to the inside. Down the stretch they come, and it's Mason Beck at the line.